Arena. The South Rink coming in a little bit hot here, so let me get my bearings. Got to figure out what teams these are. What's going on? Where am I? It is OS. We got that much. It is Whitecap Cup. And this is the OS Ivory, which I believe are in black, which is not great. Looks that way. Against OS Canary in white. So those are our two squads. I think I printed off some rosters, so we'll see if we can get it going. Although very small, so we'll see if I can read any of this print. I don't have my readers with me. Ivory and Canary. Canary yellow, wearing the white. OS Ivory wearing the black. And that is the team, for those who are Lamantia's watching, that Audrey Lamantia is on. She should be 23 in black if I'm seeing it correct. Looks like she's over there. And so 4 games this weekend in Whitecap Cup, which had formerly been a 3-on-3 tournament. They switched it to full ice 5-on-5, and this is the first game for Canary and Ivory. There's 4 teams in this division. Also the Olive and Dandelion squads just played before here. And we will get this going. Hopefully it's upright. I'll try to once again figure out some players. I don't know all these numbers off the bat. Looks like coming out at center, number 11, and they're not even alphabetical order or numerical order, is Grace Gareby, 42. Leighton O'Leary. Can't see if that number is on the left wing, but we are off. 28 perhaps. Leighton Cragness. Looks that way. Let's figure out goalies here. 32 in net for the Canary team is Kendall Wakefield. And on the other side for the Ivory team is 29 Piper Tam. And we are in the Canary zone. I might just call it white-black here. We'll see. Tam leaves that one out to play. So I'm going to be focusing on the team in black, the Ivory squad, where my daughter's on. I'll try to get their jerseys figured out first before the other squad. That looks like Audrey Lamantia, number 23 in there. 62, I think, is Hodgman. 25 is... Gosh, dang it. I don't even see 25 on the roster, so that one gets out to Lamantia. Sends it over to the left side. That's number 5, Lydia Joseph. Backhanded shot and stopped. 7 is Kelsenberg. Carried up by the white squad, Canaries. '53 is Maeve McDonough for the white sweaters. Coming out, that's Salonic. The gloves help. Chipped out to center, right back to the Canary squad. Drop back. That looks like Noble centering pass. No, that's Stella Kramer. This one on height. There's Kramer stepping up. Sends it in. Looks like Avery Wagner down in the corner, number 13. That is. You can tell by the fast, smooth skating. That'll come out of the zone. Back the other way, shot blocked. That shot was, I think that's, yeah, Zoe Neuer. Chipped in, but offside for the Canaries. Hopefully this thing's running all right. I set up a new team. I didn't even check it. Sorry, I'm trying to open up my iPad while chasing the puck here. Tam leaves it back for the defense. All right, looks like it's running. Breakout pass coming the other way. Pulled back to avoid the offside. That might be Emmy DeMuth, number 88. Coming through the slot. Backhanded shot, stopped by Tam. Back to the point. 45 over to 50, centering pass. Shot on net, Tam blocks that one as well and cleared to the corner. Comes out of the zone. Hodgman couldn't send it in. It's coming back in to the Ivory zone. Wraparound attempt. Will look for the back door. Tipped away. Comes back to the defense. Low shot. Tip attempt out front. Zoom a little better here. Again, I set up about 10 seconds before the puck dropped here, so apologies. And I'll let you know up front, I will not be here for the game tomorrow morning, which is Ivory versus Olive, which is the morning game. We'll be Lamantia Clan, the rest of us, taking a little trip to UW Stout for a college visit for the junior Olivia Lamantia, taking a little look. Audrey will be here, and she gets the puck at her skates, tipped up ahead. Right over here with our friends, the Newmans, to play in the morning game, but I should be here for the afternoon one, but no broadcast tomorrow morning. We'll have to tune into the live barn feed. That one blocked, coming the other way. Number 4 turns it backwards. That was Allison Zims, number 4, with a nice block shot on Stella Kramer. Loose out in the middle, Wagner picking it up. She's on the move. Coming around, puck protecting, backhand shot, saved. Once again, that's Kendall Wakefield in the net, the youngster, 2031 graduation year, so a 7th grader out of Chisago Lakes. This team is one of the younger ones, mostly 2030s, so a lot of 8th graders. Top 8th graders playing in here against a lot of the top 9th graders right now. So age and a little bit of a size advantage for the Ivory squad in black, but definitely not taking advantage of it here early on in this one. The youngsters have been taking it to them a little bit. McKenna Chambliss defense. 14 Ashley Noble, all right. Trying to get the numbers going here. There's Kelsenberg up to Grace Garraby on her backhand, tipped away into the corner. She drops it back. Pass intercepted. Nur shot blocked by Joseph. One being skated out. I'm trying to blank on who 25 is. figure it out. Joseph will take it in over the blue line, comes right back out. .25, Dana Matson on the black squad. That one's intercepted. It's 81. Sent in by the Canary. I don't see an 81 on this roster, so I think this roster might have been some changes after this was printed. So I guess I'm going to give up on this and just call the players I know. It is zeros though. 15:40 left here in the first half. They play running time halves. That's Duluth firing one on from the point. Tam handles it. Well, Lamantia gets a stick on it. She's on the move trying to get there. It will trickle into the goalie first. Covered up by Wakefield. I'll tell you what, I do have readers in my bag, and I think I'm going to pull them out to see if I can actually read this thing. If I can find them. Entering. Shot blocked. Oh, this is so much better. All right, now I can't see the ice though. I do need bifocals, folks. I've never been to an eye doctor. It is well beyond time, so we'll see if I can slide these down my nose here. Drop back Noble. Taken out of the zone. Coming the other way. Good job getting back, I believe, Kramer. No, Chambliss. Canary over the left side. Shot. Pad save. Rebound loose. And Piper Tam reaches behind her to make sure that 5-hole was closed up, and it was. Good chances here for the young squad. The Canaries in white. Getting some good looks in on Tam, but she holds so far. The older Ivory squad in black, a little discombobulated here early on. Out to center. I think that's Lucy Pohl, number 50, turns it over. That is Pohl. I saw the Hill Murray gloves. Come the other way with speed. That's Madsen over the red, over the blue. Sends it to the corner. Coming the other way. McDonough going through traffic. Maurer passes it over to the right-hand side. Shot. Sharp angle save. Piper Tam. 12:25 and counting here in a scoreless first half. Sorry, I'm reading the roster here, trying to figure out the ones I don't know. Caroline Keatman is 16. I wonder if she's the 81. I bet it is. Kind of looks like her. I just can't remember if she's a lefty. Solonic breaking out to Lamantia. She's on the move. tipping it ahead again. Once again, just tipping it past the defender, racing to get there, but the puck gets to the goalie first. So it is Hodgman at center, Lamantia on the left, and what may be Caroline Keatman on the right. Puck comes to Lamantia, back D to D. Over to Chambliss. Lamantia gets a stick on it. Backhanded attempt by Hodgman out front. And offside is the call on the Canary Whites. Sent in. Fired into the midsection. Tam with the save. That was a shot by Palmer Prosser, the 8th grade forward out of Minnetonka. Under 10 minutes here, still scoreless. Hodgman line still in. Lamantia coming out, kicking it to herself off the board. Will she be able to get to that one? Well, it didn't get to the goalie, but now hung up there on the half wall. Lamantia had it momentarily, gets bumped down. Working with Keatman. Comes out of the zone. Puck up ahead. Toe drag maneuver, and that puck trickles in to Tam for the cover. That was number 51, Amelia Donahue, out of Gentry, making a move. Man, I didn't even get a chance to get anything to drink here. I got no beverage before this one started. We might try to find something here at halftime, which is only a minute. We'll see. One back for the white squad. Chipped out. That is Wagner. Helsenberg on her left, fired one-timer. Might have went off the glove of the goalie and just over the crossbar. Might have been tipped. Was looking to get a shot off from the high slot just over the crossbar. Good move by number 56 there, bringing it in. Coming out the other way, that's Lydia Joseph. She's entering to the right, tries to go through the defense, but stopped back out to center. It's Madsen, number 25. Her pass will be intercepted in the neutral zone. Up to Neuer. Joseph defending. 42 might be O'Leary. Skating that one in. Up the left side, gets a backhanded shot on net. Handled by Wakefield. And that one off the chest pad and cleared. One-timer attempt on the pass. Looking for Gareby, was cleared. Coming the other way. And Solonic with the defense. Sorry about that. Canary on the move. No numbers will enter. Number 56. And that was Kragner sticking that one away, but finding the stick of a Canary player, puts a low shot on net. Kick save. Tam comes out of the zone. Keatman up to Lamantia. She's on the move. Cole able to get a stick on it. Clearing the zone. Noble leaves it for Keatman. Tries to send it over, and The Ivory squad can't get a handle on it. Noble chips it to the blue line, but stays in. Nora picks it up. She'll come back out to the point. And down low for Canary. Lamantia finally gets a piece of it and just chips it up in the air out of the zone. She'll get off the ice for a change. Coming back the other way with speed, catching the Ivory squad on a change. Down low, out to the slot. At a point blank look, Tam was there. That one off the stick of Kelsberg. There's Caven, number 22, fires off the glove. And the great save. Loose back, Kelsenberg comes out with it, sends it back to the point. There's Kramer stepping up. Nope, Chambliss, I think. God, I keep forgetting who's who. All our D are the exact same size. 19 is Chambliss, yes. What number is Kramer? Kramer's 3. Here comes Joseph. Centers one through the crease. Garrity on the forecheck, along with Cragness and .42 O'Leary are the 3 forwards out right now. Back to the D and gets out past Madsen. Down below us, a little bit of a blind spot coming in. There's Garrity off the pad. Another great save by Wakefield. Sent back out into center. Ivory squad getting some more looks, but can't get by. That one dropped back. Was looking for Garrity, coming back the other way. No numbers. 1 versus 3, number 57. She'll just slide one in, stick to the back by Tam. 57 is Prosser for the Canary squad. Hanging tough. Under 4 minutes left here in the first half. Still no score. That one knocked down in the circle. Out to Lamantia again. She's got pull one more time. She's going to take her wide and can't get past her. Centers one, but finds the stick of pull. Coming back in is Solonic. Toe drag, it's knocked away. Lamantia picks it up. Drops it back to Kramer. Her shot, stick save into the far side corner. Lamantia on the forecheck. Kramer stepping up. And Canary will ring the board, but up comes Solonic. She'll grab it in the corner. She gets knocked down. Lamantia comes, well, she had it momentarily. And now Noble has to back out. Keatman gets there to put some pressure on, but a good job by number 53 getting it all the way in. Now to the net. Trickles in and tipped away. That was McDonough. 2:30 left. One-timer was thwarted. Kelsenberg off the board. Picked up Canary on the breakout. To center. And that one miscommunication sends it all the way back in their own zone. Wagner now on the forecheck. Comes away with it, gets one out to the side wall for Kelsenberg. Her shot went off the side of the net. Canary back on the move. Joseph defending. Will take the body, no call. And some of the Canary fathers wanted an interference call. No dice. Joseph sends it around the Raising Cane's corner. Back to the point for Canary, back to the side wall. Centering one, gets to the back, and whiffed on the shot. was number 45, Brooklyn Beck. And the Ivory squad having a hard time clearing the zone here. Minute 18 left in the first half. Chambliss gets it knocked away. It will stay deep for Canary. One-timer, Pole fires it on her teammate Piper Tam, who gloves it up casually, and we're under a minute left. Garrity will take the draw against Addie Preston. Seconds. Joseph up to Cragness. Clears the zone in front of her own bench. We'll go back to her defense. Madsen's going to come back to the middle. Pressure on her. And turns it over. Gets it back. Turns it over. Out front. And another save. Piper Tam with 8 seconds and counting. That will do it for the first half. It is zeros. And a really good first half there for the youngsters, the Canary squad in white. Some good looks both ways, but shout out for Piper Tam and for Kendall Wakefield. Now we'll get 2 new goalies for the Canary side in the red pads over there. Peyton Amendola from Eden Prairie. And then it should be Allie Callanan out of Holy Family on the other side. I didn't even look. I'm assuming we have a second goalie. Hey, how are you? Warming up the goalie on the other side. Miss Amendola. All right, we're back for the second half, folks. Sorry, I was trying to get some people to feed here. You find it?
Yep.
Okay. Go under live, too, and then you'll find it. Solonic shoots one off the back of a defender's helmet. And it looks like Piper Tam staying in net, so we must, Callanan must not have been available for the game. That one fired. And hung on to, getting some fire early on is Amendola. Looks like we got Noble and back at defense. Lamantia, Keatman, and Hodgman are the forwards for the Ivory squad. Lamantia tried to get back to the point. Zur stops that one cold. Loose puck racing. Getting there is the Canary squad, trying to send one up front, but broken up. Noble got back. That one pops up into the air, right in front of the empty scorers table. I know I can't really get down that far, but Lamantia is battling along with Hodgman. Cross ice in the Canary zone. And that one will get to the middle. Coming up, number 49, no numbers, trying to get around the deep. Got a shot off and outside the right post. Tam might have been screened there a little bit, so fortunate that one missed the mark. Hodgman's breakout pass is behind Lamantia. It stays in the zone. And that shot off the pad of Tam into the near side. Hodgman off the board, doesn't clear the zone. Now does. She'll give some pressure to Emmy DeMuth. Off the stick of Hodgman, gets by Lamantia all the way back in their own zone. And Noble tracking it down will go to the far side to Madsen. Madsen will pick it up. And turned around. Come up and off the stick of Wagner. Kelsenberg will get there and misses. Quick shot. Went wide right. Kelsenberg won't miss that many times. That one intercepted in the circle. Center ice. Madsen back over to Joseph. Joseph finding Caven. She'll go up the right-hand side. Behind the net. Circling back off the boards. It'll come back to Madsen. Inside the blue line. D to Joseph. She gets it knocked away out of the zone. That one got past Solonic at mid-ice, chipped in by Addie Preston. Kramer up to O'Leary. Cross ice and intercepted again. The Canary doing a great job of reading those neutral zone passes. And that one again tipped out, gets ahead of O'Leary. Sitting just inside the blue line, picked up by Kramer. She fires one sharp angle and goes parallel to the goal line. That one fired, pad save. The shot by Chambliss. Chipped in, fired through the crease. By the Canaries, number 53, McDonough. In the middle, fired, missed right. They're getting some looks from the slot, but either being handled by Tam or missing the mark. Youngsters doing everything except putting it in the back of the net. Pull up to the middle, finding Muir. And that shot was knocked down by Tam. Cleared up by Noble. Here comes Hodgman. Her shot blocked. Muir comes away with it and sends it out to the middle. Kicked up by Chambliss. She'll enter. Coming to the middle, finding Lamantia. She's on her backhand. Her shot was handled. Didn't get enough on the backhand look. And Amendola handles it easily. We're at just under 21 minutes left here. Still zeros. That shot was blocked by Madsen. Kelsenberg picks it up in the slot, fires. And that one might have got tipped out front and went over the crossbar. Kelsenberg was just missed on 3 shots, 2 just over the crossbar, 1 just outside the right post. That one gets up to Caven. Tips it up ahead. Kelsenberg couldn't tip it. High puck. Joseph, her shot was tipped, goes high over the net. Loose puck picked up Caven. Finding Kelsenberg, knocked down. Nope, it was Wagner. Knocked down out front on the half wall. Wagner's going to get there first out of the Wild Bills corner. Her centering pass looking for Kelsenberg, knocked up in the air. Joseph picking it up. Sending it back down to Wagner. Kelsenberg backs out. And bumped off the puck. It'll be picked up by Garrity. Circles back a couple times and taken away. Madsen defends. That one off Kelsenberg to center ice. They'll grab a change. Coming back in, it's Garrity just inside the blue line. Official says it stays onside the whole time. Madsen tries the other side to the Canes corner. Canaries pick it up, back to the point, DeMuth, back to the half wall, finding DeMuth in the slot. Couldn't get the shot off initially. Pad save, Tam did a good job finding that one through traffic. Donahue, number 51 to number 56, Preston, back to the point, DeMuth. Tried to find a pass to Zoe Nur, back into the corner. Garrity lost her stick. Nur's gonna shoot off the glove of Tam, but was outside of the post anyway. That one finding Garrity. She's one-on-one with Cole, taking it wide. Cole defending, coming back to the middle, tipped away to the side. It's Kramer, centers one, Cole. Can't clear the zone, picked up Kramer. And Canaries will try the near side, but set back by Solonic down low. There's Lamantia trying to get there. Bumps it off of one. Keatman finds it. Keatman coming around the circle, drops it back for Solonic, back to Keatman. Just trying to keep it in, can't. Comes out of the zone in front of the Canary bench. Loose puck picked up. Canaries toe drag move was stopped by Kramer. And the youngster number 52, Prosser, was not going to get by the big-bodied Stella Kramer, Centennial defender. Lamantia will now take the draw. 17 and a half left. One back by the Canaries. No score in this, folks. It's been a defensive battle. Loose puck, Hodgman. Onside, first scores. Marin Hodgman gets the Ivory on the board, 1-0 with the turnover. And the first goal of the game. Like 30-some minutes into this one of running clock time. But it is 1-0. Marin Hodgman, Dodge County freshman. Caving in to take the draw. And that one missed again, Kelsenberg, and she slaps at her helmet in disbelief. 4 grade A chances, and she's 0 for 4. Is Josie Kelsenberg. Backhands that one, and the rebound out front. Wagner backhanded it through the 5-hole, and it's 2-1. So after not scoring for about a half and a third, back-to-back goals. Hodgman and then Wagner finding the pass from Kelsenberg out front. Back. Prosser into the middle. To Nolander. Back to the point. 15 minutes left. Back to the half wall. Centering pass knocked down by Haven. Ooh, a wraparound attempt went through the blue paint. Well, didn't get any beverage at the old halftime. It was too short, but we'll just have to power through. It's what a professional does. Puck comes out of the corner. Kelsenberg can't clear it. That one fired through, goes off Chambliss out front. Picked back up by Canary. They'll go D to D to Lucy Pohl. She makes a move, and Wagner comes away with it. Almost got by her. Wagner on her own. Turning, firing, scoring. Avery Wagner, back-to-back goals, makes it 3-0. The old defense leads to offense, and that is Wagner. A little poke check on Pohl at the blue line, and break them yellow network issues on the stream. Never know how bad it is. It could be just a minor glitch or major. But if you missed any of that, it was Wagner with her second goal in a couple minutes, making it 3-0. Derby chips it in, gets the handle on it on her backhand, will escape out. Going across ice to Madsen, sends it up to the middle. Go to the near side corner. Demuth sends it back behind the goal line. Now skates out with it. Intercepted by Hodgman just off the bench. Chipped in by Garrity. Hodgman on the forecheck. Rest of her line coming out. Going back in the Ivory zone. Gets to the stick of Kramer. She's on the move. Passes it up to Keatman. Getting past the defense, and Pohl got enough of it to stop the shot from getting on net. And Salonik shot wide left. Picked up Keatman. Comes to the slot, tips it on net, loose, and finally covered up by Peyton Amendola. Under 12 minutes left. 3-0 Ivory after a very slow start. Wearing down the younger, smaller squad, the youngsters, but they are battling. I would say they won that first half, even though it was 0-0. Hodgman in the corner, sends it back to Keatman. Back up the boards to Hodgman, centers one right to Lucy Pohl. She whips out a one-timer. Coming the other way for Canaries. P6 Preston. Wagner now couldn't get it up the boards. She'll try it again, but pinched off. That one D-to-D out of the zone. Sent back up to Preston. Tip back to the middle, Kelsenberg again. A D comes off the bench to defend. Demuth. Kelsenberg sends it through the paint. Nobody home on the backside. 10 minutes left in this one. Out to the left, number 51. And 5-hole was open momentarily, but Tam shut it down. Come out of the zone to Demuth. Escapes out of some pressure, some nifty puck handling. Drops it back. At the stick, Garrity. Defender falls down. Back up to Garrity. Can't settle it down to get a shot off. It's loose on the side of the net. Spinning puck out front. O'Leary got a piece of it from her knees. Chips it to the far side corner. In front of the Old Piper sign. Ooh, Old Piper. That sounds good right now. Make sure to put in your order for Old Piper after the game. Hard shot from the point by Madsen was off the pad of Amendola. Madsen trying to get it back to Joseph. He'll try the other side. Played up, but intercepted. It'll be Madsen behind her net. Played up to Keatman. Breakout pass, Lamantia, a little slow getting there. And intercepted. Coming the other way. It's 52 Huber. Sends him to the crease. It'll get back to Pohl. D-to-D. Shot blocker save. Tam That's 45 Brooklyn Beck on that shot. Beck again at the blue line, just sends it back to the corner. Pull to the half wall and holds the blue line. Pull coming through the slot. Get it to her forehand, and Tam saw it coming. About 7.5 left of running time in this one. Chip it past Pole. Pole back checking, and she's stoned again. Nice save by Amendola on that one. That time she tried to make a move. Kramer shot off the blocker, loose out front, cleared. It's 56 Preston bringing it in. Little slider will be picked off. Allison Zins down low. Under 6 minutes. Behind Tam once again. It's Kramer. Picked up by Canaries. Trying to get one out front. And they're working it down low, just can't find an opening. Wagner pushes it through, go for a change. And fired in after waiting to stay onside. Was Chambliss. Five minutes. Center on the boards. Canaries. Breakout pass intercepted. Gets to the stick of Garrity in the left circle. Far corner, O'Leary dumps it back to the post. It's Noble, her shot fires and finds the logo of Amendola. No rebound, 4.5 and counting. Garrity and Nur on the dot. One back. O'Leary, a shot wide right. Just onside. Pass trying to find Neuro, broken up. Sent back down to her in the corner. Down low, looking to get it out front. It was loose for a second. Tam clears it with her stick. Gets back to DeMuth at the point. She rings the boards. Nur trying to get there. Centering pass, one-timer, save Tam, didn't get all of it out front. Couldn't see the number, but Lamantia and Keatman out now. That one up, finding, nope, goes off of Lamantia, got the bouncy pass over, and Hodgman with her second of the game. That pass was going for Hodgman, bounced past her off the boards. Lamantia picked it up and was able to get the quick look back to the middle to Hodgman. It off for the second time tonight. 4-0 Ivory. It's 2 by Hodgman, and if you missed it, that fourth goal was Maren Hodgman on the feed from Lamantia. And Hodgman with her second goal. Again, 2 for Hodgman, 2 for Wagner tonight. Keatman can't get the breakout pass in. It stays in the zone, looking to get out in middle. Lamantia gets a piece of it. She's on the move. Taking it wide right. Cut off, though. Had no room up that right side. Coming back the other way. It's number 50. Lucy Pohl sends it into the corner. McDonough across ice. And picked off by Wagner. She's one-on-one with Pohl. Takes it into the corner, and Pohl has defended some very good forwards here, one-on-one. It is not a surprise, but my first really extended look at her, playing a year younger, haven't seen a ton of her myself personally, and she's a good player. Yeah, and I will state some obvious here. Wagner in the corner. One minute left. Right around the boards. Breaking out. Canary's trying to get on the board and taken away. Noble sends it up. Kelsenberg was boarding up. McDonough sent all the way back. DeMuth will pick it up. Up to mid-ice, and Garrity with the steal. Sends it back to the middle. She'll chase it. Won't get there in time. McDonough gets there. Sends it out. It'll be Madsen picking it up with 20 seconds left. To Joseph. Breakout pass. Garrity entering. Again, stops the half wall. Cross ice. Feed fired too high was the shot by Madsen. 5 seconds left, coming the other way. Breakout pass, 2-1. And the buzzer. They called the penalty, the interference from back as she was going to try to get Canaries on the board. The whistle came up, but with the running time, it ends this one. They won't give her a penalty shot with no time. A shutout.